What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, XRP's price is making the exact move that we've been hoping for the last couple of days, and I want to tell you exactly what's going on and what you can be expecting next. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. And don't forget, my friends, if you do want to trade a little XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, SUI, and many more on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, if you do sign up specifically with my link, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means if you deposit $4,000, they're going to give you $400 back on the spot to start trading with, and whatever profit you make from that is completely for you, no strings attached. You can withdraw it, reinvest it, do whatever you want with it. This is literally an opportunity to make free gains during a bull market on a very good platform, so don't miss out on something like that because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have it, so feel free to again go check that out down below. Now, looking at XRP's price, of course, let me give you a bit of a recap as to what's been going on so you can actually understand why what we're seeing right now is so important. So over the last week or two, what we've been tracking from XRP has been its descent through this descending channel. As many of you know, descending channels are my favorite structure that there is in crypto because they're the most predictable and the easiest to make money in. You buy in the bottom side green box, you sell when it breaks to the top side and as it starts pumping. Very easy stuff. If we actually go back to the Discord server, this was back on December 10th. I said I'm taking a bit of a gamble here. I think this is the structure that XRP is forming, so I'm going to do a rather decent sized dollar cost average in here. And if we look, XRP was at the very bottom side of that channel, which was right here, guys, and right after that we of course did see this bad boy push up 33%. So shout out to those of you who did get in whenever we were seeing the bottom side push. Again, descending channels are easy money in this space. Now, as we were seeing, of course, XRP's price start pushing back up towards the upside, I gave you the three-step confirmation system. I said there are three things that need to happen in order for XRP's price to confirm that it is breaking out towards the upside. Step number one, it needs to come back and it needs a back test. We need to build up some support on top of this channel, flip that resistance into support. Step number two, we need to see its price being able to break up back above this previous point of resistance. You need to look at the most recent time that you hit this resistance level, because if you're, say for example, you break out right here, then you start going down. Well, sure, you broke out the structure, but at the end of the day, you're still in a descent. I mean, you're still setting lower highs, you're still setting lower lows. So because of that, just because you break out doesn't really mean anything. You need to change the macro trend. So of course we said we need to do that. And the second thing that needs to happen is you need to clear the Fibonacci retracement zone, the golden ratio. You got to clear this golden box, because once you're capable of doing that, then that is what actually opens up the door for the move to continue upwards. So you get something that flips the resistance to support. So you need to go RS flip in order to build a foundation to be able to go upwards. From there, you need to break the previous high in order to change the trend. And then you need to clear the golden Fibonacci zone in order to allow for an upward movement. It's very systematic. This is the three-step confirmation that I've put together over the last few years. It's very simple, but it's extremely effective. And what we can see is that XRP's price right now is starting to go for that final confirmation. So I want to tell you exactly what to be on the lookout for and what you can be expecting to happen as we do start venturing upwards. Now, I will give you a bit of a warning. Some of the things that I'm about to say may get a little bit complicated. And so if you are somebody who is new to the space and you're just trying to figure this whole crypto thing out, or maybe you're an advanced investor, but you're starting to try to add more tools to your toolbox, all that I ask from you specifically is to just stick around until the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can join the Discord community, where we have an insanely big community right now, over 1,000 members that are generating hundreds of percentages every single day. So if you're somebody who wants to take your game to the next level, again, all that I ask from you is just to stick around until the end of the video. So as I mentioned before, now that we of course have a good idea of what's been going on, let's go a little bit forward into what is happening right now. Now, I do need to tell you, today is the day of RLUSD's release, XRP stablecoin. And as a result of this, I need to warn you, technical analysis can only take you so far. Technical analysis is only something that can provide clarity to the chaos. It's only something that you can use to make educated guesses on entries and exits, but you can't solely rely on it. On a day like today, even when we're seeing very bullish things happening, you never know when a major event like this can shake things up, cause volatility, cause liquidations. Because quite frankly, big events are the easiest thing that the whales can use to manipulate you. That's my opinion, at least. And I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. But big events like this, where everyone's all excited and buying and selling and longing and shorting, is the perfect disguise, the perfect amount of chaos that they need in order to create these huge moves up and these huge moves down to liquidate as much people as they possibly can in order to then try to pull that crypto in themselves. And so on a day like today, I just need you to be aware that even in the most bullish times, you never know what type of volatility will pop up as a result of these events that are also filled and packed with a bunch of, manipulation, at least in my opinion. And so with that in mind, I just wanted to preface what I'm about to say because you never know, right? You never truly know. Buy the rumor, sell the news is a very real thing, and you never know whenever people might just start dumping just because the catalyst is here and they don't think it might go any higher. A lot of people think XRP will go higher from here, and I am one of them, so that could be helpful, but in the short term, things could get shaky. Now, with that in mind, what we are seeing from XRP right now is incredibly bullish. It's not only incredibly bullish, we actually just saw the 4-hour close above the golden zone, which from a micro perspective actually validates that the 3-step confirmation has been complete. Now, no, this doesn't mean that XRP's price is just going to go straight up, but what it does mean is that if we can maintain this, and the reason I said the micro confirmation is because we need the daily close, but if we do get the daily close above this golden zone, guys, what this means is that, listen, the door is now wide open. The door for XRP's price to push up towards these Fibonacci extension levels between $3.28 and $3.80 is wide open. That's a move from here of either 21% or all the way up to 39%. And the funniest part is I was telling people whenever we saw XRP's price start pulling back towards this zone, I said, hey, if we can find some support and really start giving ourselves an opportunity here, we could see XRP make that move. And I was like, that's a move of 55 to 85%. And everyone was talking about how it's the market cap size and that's not going to happen. Well, we're getting much closer now at this point. So I would say that was very probable, very possible. And so because of that, at this given point, what you need to be on the lookout for is whether or not XRP's price can get that daily close above $2.65. What we don't particularly want to see is XRP's price be able to get this 4-hour breakout here, come back down saying like it's 4 hours or so, and then pull back within the channel. It's not the end of the world. I mean, quite frankly, coming back down into this channel and building support is totally fine, and it can lead to a breakout, but you do need to be aware that this would delay things for what will probably be like a week or two. And so if we are able to get this move here, I mean, you know, like that door back up towards that high would just be wide open. And then at that given point, I would say that opening up some leverage long trades with a stop loss set, because we are in a weird event based day. And obviously these liquidation events will happen. So I would keep tight stop losses. I'd rather just take a gamble and be wrong than liquidate my whole portfolio. It wouldn't be a terrible idea. I think that it makes a lot of sense, but one way or another, it's almost to a point to where if we can get the daily close, guys, if we can see XRP close on the dailies above $2 and let's call it, yeah, just to be safe, $2.67. If we can see it close above $2.67, it doesn't even matter what the short-term price action looks like. Say, for example, the daily closes up here, right? Boom. And then we come back down for the next 4 days and we come back into this channel. Who cares? Let it come back down. You see all this resistance that I have right here? Let it come back down and flip that resistance into support, build up a support level, and then go upwards. Because quite frankly, if we can see this happen, this is going to open up the door for this to happen substantially faster and much easier. A lot more support there. And so because of that, it's fine. All I want to see is that surety, right? I want to see that full confirmation. I want to see that daily close on top of this 267 level, because that is what's going to put us in a spot to where it doesn't matter. It still does matter a little bit right here. If we see XRP just immediately get rejected back down, that's not a good sign. Even though it got above it for a bit, that's not a full breakout. It's something, right? It's a crack in the armor. It's a crack in the wall here. So it's something bullish, but it's not bullish enough for me to get super excited about. I want to see the full break there, because that's what's going to validate that we have that higher low. That's going to validate that the trend has now changed, that we now have that higher high, sorry, not higher low. And then that opens up the door to where even if XRP does need to come down, it's just coming back for a higher low, but we're starting the uptrend, right? Higher highs and higher lows are what we're in pursuit of. And so because of that, just watch this incredibly closely, because what happens here at $2.67 is truly going to determine what direction we see XRP go in for probably the rest of this week and maybe even next week. Now, as I mentioned before, you got to be careful with RLUSD. That is going to cause volatility. That is going to cause movement. But ideally what happens here is even if it does, we still get that daily close on top of this box, so we can open up that door to where if this happens or this happens or this happens, it doesn't matter, because the trajectory is up here. Where we're heading to is up here. The course we take to get here, I don't care. I don't care if it looks like this. I don't care if it looks like this. I don't care if it looks like that. This is the trajectory. This is what we're aiming for. And a lot of the purchases that we made in here and in here are going to be well into profit no matter what way it goes. And so with that in mind, what we're going to do is we're just going to pause it there. And I want you to keep a very close eye on this daily close. And tomorrow I'm going to give you another video letting you know exactly what's happening and exactly how this thing is going. But this is what you need to watch out for. And this is what you need to be expecting going forward. And so with that in mind, again, just turn on your notifications. Your homework for tonight is to set set your resistance level at 267 and watch it very closely today, because again, that is going to very much so determine what happens with XRP going forward. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you are someone who is simply just trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, no matter whether you're a beginner or whether you're advanced, I want you to check out Tyler Hill's Crypto Vault. This is a platform that I released, which goes over more stuff than I've ever seen in one place, and we are seeing people generating more gains than I've ever seen before. I mean, we saw this guy, Sosa Aces, coming through with an $11,000 gain on a long trade on XRP. I mean, it's absolutely insane what we're providing here. I mean, let's just go through it a little bit. So there's obviously insights with Tyler. These are just my general thoughts and insights on the market. Also, some of the things that I'm doing. For example, just yesterday, I told people, look, I'm seeing a bunch of hate comments about Solana. The pessimism signal's flashing. I'm buying more at 214. Now Solana's at $226. You know, just things like that where I'm seeing them and I'm just sharing them with them. Of course, we have some daily live shows. We have Crypto Vault Live. We have Q&A with Cade. We have Fridays with Frank. We have daily technical analysis that goes out, daily fundamental analysis that goes out. I have a professional team of traders that I've hired that are giving their buy and sell signals every single day. And remember, this is a company whose business relies on them making good trades, and they're giving you their daily buy and sell signals. Absolutely insane value. We have TA deep dives, very good deep dives for our executive members on, you know, things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and much more. We have some executive classes on things like liquidation data. We have, of course, just your typical premium classes, which come with, you know, the power of on-chain analysis, the Bollinger Bands, the Fibonacci's, and much more. We have tips with Tyler, which are these 2 to 3 minute long videos, just going over random things. We have beginners courses, 30-minute videos with 20-page presentations and vocabulary and cheat sheet on things like leverage trading and technical analysis and much more coming very soon. And then, of course, we have the fantastic community, which again has been absolutely smashing it recently, putting in gain after gain. I mean, I can just for a quick second just scroll through all of these gains, and the craziest part is this is just in the last couple, like 2 days, 3 days, we're seeing hundreds of percentages and gains from these guys over and over again. And so again, if you're somebody who wants to be a part of this, if you want to take your game to the next level, you can do so by using that Patreon link down below. Guys, there's a couple options for you. There's $5 a month, $17 a month, which is the cost of a Netflix subscription, and $100 a month for those of you who are much more advanced and you really want to elevate. But if I'm you, and if you're just like kind of basic beginner, maybe a little bit more intermediate, $17 a month. It's the cost of a Netflix subscription. Very good package there for you. And so look, I think it's extremely valuable, and if you do agree, again, go check that out down below and let me know what you think. But of course, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Remember, I'm trying to post 4 or 5 every single day, so if you have been enjoying them, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel down below so you never miss another one, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.